Hi guys, back end of December now, so I'm guessing you guys are in the thick of it just the same as I am. So sorry I haven't uploaded in quite a few days. I've got a ton of videos to try and get uploaded, but I'm struggling to find the time to actually edit and voice over them. I'm trying my hardest, and obviously a lot of them are Christmas themed, so I'm wanting to get them up as soon as I can for you guys. So here we've got some festive ones with a little bit of a difference. So these are in like purples and blues. So as you can see, I'm just applying my cover pink to the nail bed area. As you guys know, I do this when I'm doing an ombre or a fade, just to make the nail bed appear nice and healthy and give it a nice fresh look. And then I'm using CJP's Milky Way. Now this is a new one from CJP, and it is designed by the absolutely fabulous Liz Guild. I'm guessing most of you guys follow her. She is pretty big on YouTube. She's getting very, very close to that 100k mark. So if you guys haven't followed her, please go and do so. I will leave the link in the description box below. So this one is Milky Way, and it is a gorgeous royal blue with a lovely blue glitter in there as well. So I'm just putting that over the free edge area and then tapering that up just one side. And then over the blend area I'm going to use a mix of two glitters. So these are holographic multi-mix glitters in purple and blue. As you know, these are available from Diamond Glitters. So this is purple, and I think it's dark blue or navy blue, or it's something along them lines. Sorry, I actually can't remember. I did these a while ago now, and I'm trying to get them all uploaded as fast as I can. So you can see I'm just popping that over that blend. I do this nail quite a lot in my sets. You guys will probably start noticing that, but it's like everybody has a bit of a statement set, like the set what they fall back to. Sort of certain designs, and this is definitely one of mine because I just think in any colour it looks absolutely bloody beautiful. It's nice, it's elegant, it's flowy, really simple to do, and clients love it. So I'm going to move on to the ring finger. So you can see I'm just using a nice bead of cover pink for the nail bed area, so I'm teasing that into the cuticle area and sidewall areas, and then I'm going to use the belly of my brush just to pull that bead down, just to get rid of any bulk. You don't want too much around that cuticle area because we are going to cap this in clear. So just keeping it nice and thin, and then we're going to feather that down. Just patting and pulling, like I say, making sure there's no bulk. So now we're going to move on to our glitter work. So again, I'm using the same two glitters that I used on the previous nail. So I'm using a mix of holographic multi-mixes in the blue and purple, and I love these glitters together. I love the colours, they're absolutely stunning. I think the great thing about the holographic multi-mixes is you can literally sort of mix them with each other with any colour, and it doesn't matter because they go beautifully. Colours you'd never think could go. Because of the holographic shine to them, you can mix them with anything. These definitely are my go-to glitters. So I'm just keeping that nice and thin, making sure that everywhere is covered. I'm just feathering that up a tiny little bit with my brush, so I don't want it to be a harsh line. And just look at that twinkle under the light. Oh, it's just lovely. So I've just applied a nice little wet bead of clear to this nail. And then I'm popping on some gorgeous snowflakes. These are also available from Diamond Glitters. You can see they are sticking up ever so slightly. I'm not worrying too much because they have still got to be encapsulated in clear. So if I lose any, it will only be the very corners of those snowflakes, and it doesn't impact on the design too much. So like I say, I'm really not worrying. So moving on to the middle finger, You can see I've picked up another bead of Cover Pink. This is the same Cover Pink that I've used throughout the set, so it's CJP's birthday suit. I have said previously, but I will say again, it is definitely the most versatile of their Cover Pinks, I think. It does suit the majority of skin tones. It's nice warm Cover Pink. So I'm just making this into an extended nail bed. Battling with the cold as always. So I'm just patting that and then using the tip of my brush to keep it nice and neat. The more I do now, the less refining I need to do with my file at a later date. A later date, you know what I mean, later on in the set. Is anybody else feeling absolutely drained? Like, I'm doing the voiceover, so what day? I'm going to be uploading this like on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm trying to upload it tonight. So it's Wednesday, and my last day is Friday, and I'm shattered. I had a little meltdown earlier in salon. Had a little cry. I'm not going to lie. I'm not proud of it either. But yes, had a little bit of a meltdown. But 2 more days. I've just got 2 more days. I can do this. She said she won't even look. No, I can do this. We can all do this. So I've just put my cuticle bead on. And I've just pulled that down right over to my smile line. Just making sure that there's not too much bulk around there. Using the belly of my brush to pat and then the tip of my brush to sweep. So pat and sweep, pat and sweep. It's like Sue and Sweep, but without Sue and Pat instead. So I'm going to move on to the index finger, and I'm using the gorgeous new colour from CJP, that's the Milky Way. This is the nail, it's got like half and half, so it's got half a lighter blue, half a darker blue. So this is the lighter out of the 2 blues that I'm actually going to use. So it is a strength powder, I do believe. I'm sure it is. I can't remember now. But I'm using it as a design because I'm going to add glitter and cap. So I'm just sort of painted down half of the nail, but I've not done it straight in the middle. I've done it like a little bit wavy. So I'm happy that's covered. I'm going to go into my second blue. This blue is Sapphire. Oh, I should say, this one is also CJP actually. Before I forget to tell you guys. This is one of my favourite CJP colours. It is, look at that. This set doesn't show off that blue as well as it could. It's bloody gorgeous. So I'm just painting the rest of the nail with that blue now. Making sure that everywhere's nice and covered. Then I'm going to go in with some glitter around down the 2 colours. So I think on this one I just used the purple. I'm almost sure I just used the purple hollow multi because obviously I'd used the blue as a base. I didn't want to do too much blue. So I'm just literally painting that down the line that I've made with the acrylics. So where they meet. And then I decided it didn't show up enough. Like you couldn't see the definition enough. You couldn't see the line of glitter down. It blended in a little bit too much. So I went in with a wee bit of the Silver Hollow Multi-Mix. And I think now you can see the definition more on the finished set. You can see there is actually a line of glitter in there and 2 colours on either side. So then I've got some of the snowflakes that I used previously, and I've actually cut them in half. So can you see I've cut them straight down the middle. I'm going to apply one on this side and one on the other side. So it's as though they're coming in from either side of the nail. I just think it's a different way to use them. You don't have to use a full one. Obviously just use half, gives it a little bit of a different effect. My client was like, why are you cutting in half? What are you doing with the half of that? So I'll show you, it'll all make sense in a minute. So this is the nail bed, extended nail bed on the ring finger. So I've refined it with my 150 grit file. And I'm now coming in with the colour Sapphire. And I'm just sweeping that along. So I've gone up one side of my smile line. And then I've come down across to the opposite side of the free edge. But I have left the corner of the free edge clear. I've not put anything on there, and I'm making sure that nothing does go on there because I'm going to leave that part clear. So I'm just going to go into some glitter now. Now, this glitter, oh my god, what's it called? Misguided. Yes, it is. So obviously another one from Diamond Glitters. I feel like I say that all the time and you guys know where I get my glitters from, but it's Diamond Glitters. And this one's Misguided. This is a mix of black, silver, and like a fuchsia, purples. Really, really nice glitter actually, I've got to admit. When I saw it in the pot, before I opened it, I was a bit like, what's that? It just looked black, and then I opened it and actually did a little swatch of it and I was like, oh, that's nice. It's really different. And I think it'll go with so many colours, like you could do it with just your fuchsia or just the black or just the purple, if that makes sense. So it is quite a multi-purpose glitter, you can use it with a lot. I think it'd look different with whatever you teamed it up with. I think it'd change every set completely. I'm just adding a little bit more sapphire up there because there was a little bit of a gap and I wasn't quite happy with it. So we're going to go ahead and cap this set now. So capping in my clear powder. My clear powder of choice is CJP's Crystal Glass. Obviously whatever clear powder you choose to use is absolutely fine, but this is my fave. Links will be below as always, so if you guys want to check out what products I've used, please feel free. So I'm just patting and pulling that bead down, making sure the whole nail's covered. I want all my nail to be nice and matte. You want it to have that cloudy finish so you know that it's all covered. This is the part where if your client doesn't generally have an acrylic design, she looks at you like, what on earth have you done to my nail? I love that part. And then you file it and top coat it and they're like, oh, makes sense now. Like they don't trust you in the slightest little bit to do a proper job. So I'm just making sure everywhere's covered. And then we are all filed in and now ready for the grand reveal. So I'm using my Gel Bottle Ink Extreme Shine Top Coat, which I'm running out of once again. I feel like I'm always bloody running out of this. I love this set just because there was Christmassy, but there wasn't too Christmassy. They didn't, do you know what I mean? They didn't scream Christmas, and there wasn't the traditional blues or the reds and greens and golds kind of thing. They were really nice breath of fresh air, I must say. So I'm just making sure that I've got a nice, good, liberal layer on there. With Extreme Shine Top Coat, you want to make sure you're doing a really nice thick layer. So there we have the finished set. Thank you for watching, guys, and please like, share and subscribe.